How's it going, folks? We're back in the World of Warcraft Classic Anniversary Edition. I'm still making my way around the edge there. Oh, we've discovered Silithus. Imagine that. This is the Classic Anniversary Edition. So we did Quergo's Gold last. And because that was like over here somewhere, I was always thinking, like, I was going to go this way, back to Quergo's Gold, but then I thought, you know what, maybe I won't do it because it'll take too long. But then, it's kind of interesting. Maybe there's not that much to see, but, you know, who knows? I don't know. I feel like I'm going into Uncharted territory. So, interestingly, on the last episode, two people mentioned that there is a way actually to get to that island that was in the distance. Like, you might have to do a death run, but you might get there. And another one said that, I think way back here somewhere, you could actually get over the top of the mountain. I don't know if maybe there's an invisible wall or something. So, two things you might want to see for yourself. I actually don't know, like in War Within now with skywriting and, well, in Dragonflight anyway, whether I'd actually be able to get to that island now just simply by skywriting. Maybe I'll be able to beat the fatigue, if it's still there, that is, post-cataclysm. Might have to do that. Actually, I might have to, I should try that with a few different places, in fact. Looks like I won't be able to get over this. We're going to have to go around. It just blows me away how deep. Look at that. Just off the shelf. Yeah, but it's cool because I'd done this previously, like around, I don't know, maybe it was around here or somewhere like that. And there was like a whole little village there. I mean, there was nothing there. Maybe there was a dwarf there. Can't remember if they said anything, but yeah, it was just like these random little bits and pieces that you'd find. And you'd wonder like whether that was actually intended to be something, or that somebody was just filling out the world. Maybe it was a quest. I'm actually quite surprised we've still got daylight here. It is daylight saving now in Australia, but it still says 7:44 PM there. I'm not on an Australian realm, as you might be able to tell by my latency, which is still around the 300 something mark. That hasn't subsided, and I've been away for a little bit. I was hoping when I came back that it would be sorted out, but it doesn't seem to be the case. Oh, strange, it's only World of Warcraft though. I was in Elder Scrolls Online last night, instead of asking around if other Australians are having the same issue, but while I was asking, my latency actually, I checked it and it was what it's always. Usually I'm around 200, 220 on there, and that's the same, it was fine there. So it's only World of Warcraft at this point in time. Don't know why that's the case. Not sure what the deal is there. But it's ever since the middle of September where I've had this increased latency. And it's not just this, it's like World of Warcraft War Within. Like anything I play that's on an American realm. And this latency is pretty much what I would expect if I was playing on a European server. So it's a little odd, but there have been days where it's gone to 400 and I've just logged off. I was like, I'm not dealing with this. It's crazy. Anyway, we're just coming around the end here. I'm hoping that there's some flat areas, but it might be time for another swim potion. Just to get past this. There was a little flat area over there, but I didn't see anything in the back. Take advantage of my swim speed. Alright, well, we're kind of like halfway on this journey already. But this is probably the longest bit. Oh, there's that fatigue. Yeah, you don't want to swim in the areas where there's absolutely nothing. Nothing for infinity. To infinity and beyond. Don't think there's much point. Other than I can run here, I suppose. Yeah, I'm just hoping to see, I don't know, even like a couple of huts, you know? I think it would be an awesome thing to have just had sort of random mobs out here. And it would make sense too, right? You were like some of those scales, hydras, things like that. You might want to be away from danger. Those dangerous World of Warcraft players. Even just like a makeshift camp or something would be cool, right? Somebody existed out here. Found a little, something you could read, perhaps. In fact, that would have been really good. If it was like a progressive sort of thing. Like somebody else had gone on this journey, right? And they're like charting it and they're like, oh man, I'm sure something's here. Just one more turn. One more turn. Let's see. I guess eventually they'll either have had to have died to something, or there's like a something at the edge, like, oh, there's nothing. Big waste of time. But sign your name here if you completed the journey. Go, go, go. Swim potion. Get us around that corner. Four seconds left. Looks a bit too steep. It would be cool if I could get to the top there somewhere along the way. I know that somebody mentioned the one all the way back, but it's too far back now. Gotta keep going forward. But it would be nice if you could get to the top there, just have a look. And I wonder what would be there. Maybe it's just like a big flat. So, oh, hang on. We got a tree over there. Something to get excited about. I see trees, folks. A little cavern, perhaps, you know? The Alliance have collected 13. The Horde 14. Silithust collected. Have you ever made this journey yourself? Prior to Cataclysm, that is. Did you discover anything along the way? It's also the water down below. I know it says fatigue. I actually wonder if there is a floor at all. Or if it does indeed go forever. Curious about those trees now. Jeez, imagine like you run into like a horde camp or something. You think you found safety and there's an orc, a level 60, a skull level orc there, guarding that tree. There's a game on PlayStation 2, I think it was, and it was called Eco, which I think they did remake eventually for PS4. Maybe there's a PS5 version of it now. But I remember in that, just wandering around, the place was just deserted apart from, like, your objectives. But it was a huge area. And it was like this in a way. It's just like, there's so much stuff. But there were things to look at, you know? Like ruins, little ruins and stuff, but there was no real reason to go there. Other than maybe some power-ups or something. Chasing lizards. And it's just a huge area to explore. Well, actually, now that I'm on this close, I'm on Silver's now. I guess I won't be too surprised about what I would see over on the other side. Although, when you do look, like, this is the playable area, and there's, like, all this, so maybe I would. But I reckon what I would end up seeing is just, like, a flat sheet or something. You know? A yellow sheet of nothing. And it's interesting because, like, you'll find areas like this that, you know, it looks like you could get up there, but they've done something to prevent you. Like, it's a little bit too steep. So somebody had to go around all this and test it out. But then some people found ways over it, I guess. So there you go. Oh, there's our trees, folks. All the way over here on the edge, on the corner. We got some oh, we do have a cave. Well, there you go. Oh, what the heck? Ooh. Damn, there is something here. That's all the way on the corner. And you would never see it. Boats don't go around here or anything like that, so... Now, I totally expect this to be completely abandoned, but I'm going to have a look anyway. I mean, this is cool. Like, you would think that... I'm sure, like, 99% of the population... Maybe 99.9% has never seen this, including me. And sure enough, it's probably just a copy and paste of many cavern systems, but it does actually feel a little bit unique. I mean, it's a little different when there's nothing in it. Actually, you know what? This feels kind of like a Burning Crusade cavern that I'd been through. It hasn't got a special name or anything. Still part of the Veiled Sea. What a blowout it would be if I was running through and then somebody else was here. It's like seeing a ghost or something. Freak out. So we do have some bones down here. Some bones, some skulls. Something has been down here. At some point. It's very quiet. It's like another spot that Season of Discovery could have. Maybe they did. Taken advantage of. For a little extra content. Now I'm kind of worried about that village over there because... I mean, I expect it to be completely abandoned. But it does have like a wind... mill structure on it and... looks kind of torn. Wandering around abandoned areas. Yeah, in Burning Crusade with the in the mushroom. Is it Terracar? No, Terracar. What's that place? A place where all the mushrooms are. You know what I'm talking about. There is a place down south of the map which does have a cavern, which I'm sure uses this exact same layout. Oh, well, that was cool. Didn't expect to run into that. Even though I did say cavern. I meant just like a shallow cave. Now, what's this over here? That's a whole damn village. I better run into trouble here. Looking very abandoned. Just tapping the tab button. Yep, pretty much abandoned. Some burning embers in there. Somebody's been here though. Place is still functioning. I wonder if they went over to that island. Definitely a torrent area. Or perhaps somebody took it over. Maybe it was abandoned. Look at this, and you got this up here, a windmill up there. Man! Somebody maybe took it over and is maintaining it. There's no animals. Well, that was cool. Again, I don't think anyone... There's a very small population that have seen this. Let's see if there's anything at the back here. Negative. Up a little high, I am. I can get a little higher, but I don't think I'll be able to get quite that high. It's a little bit too smooth now. Still a nice little view of what we discovered over there. Something crashed into this. Easy, horsey, easy, easy. Oh, I'm all out of swim potion now. But if I can ride along a lot of this, then that'll be good. Well, I'm quite surprised. I mean, I think that worked out pretty good. Wouldn't have expected to see any of that. I definitely didn't expect, even though I did call it, I was expecting a horde village, and I mean, I mentioned at least. Certainly didn't expect to run into it. I was happy enough with that tree. I would have taken that tree. So, yeah, that tree justified the whole trip. Very rocky around here. Swimming towards the sun. Got a little another cove over here. It's a neat little indent there. Quite a nice little sunset. Don't stare into the sun. Too steep. If I had a rhino from Halo, I'd be able to get up that, no problem. I'd be able to Skyrim my way up there if I was in Skyrim. Getting there. We got the Eye of the Dread, which we've only really seen this part, and a little bit in the cavern. There's this green area. Right along this. Yeah, but all out in the ocean there, I wonder, like we saw that one island, but I'm sure there's got to be more places. That should be easier to access now with skywriting. If they still exist. I gotta try that. It's something that I wanted to do way back in Dragonflight, when skywriting or dragon riding or whatever it was called back then came into being. I was like, oh, I wanna fly from the top of the map all the way down, you know? It's more to see how long it would take, but now it's like, well, all those different areas that you could fly to it, I suppose. But because of the speed we went, probably would die before we get there. In fact, I wonder what happens if you are flying and then you get fatigued. Do you just get dismounted, or do you just die while you're flying? I think for a lot of us, once we see that fatigue thing pop up, unless we're just trying to survive, it's time to sort of turn around and go back from where you came. Don't tend to push it. There's a lot of rocky areas here. What am I looking at here? Silithus. See that from the other side? Is that part of Ankiraj? Right at the back of the zone now. Oh, it disappeared. Let's see from further back. There was a, it still is a game called Guild Wars 1, which you had to, I think it was like an achievement for exploring, which there is in this too, but to the degree where you would, you know, you wouldn't see any of this stuff, I guess. You would, on your map, you'd be uncovering it, like section by section, or bit by bit, rather than walking into a zone or exploring a sub-zone, and then you explore that area. And you'd have to, like, yeah, like every single little bit would be revealed slowly. And getting map completion was like a monumental task. Like you're pressing up against every single area you can find just to uncover a little bit more. I'm pretty sure I remember sitting there like 99.7% for the longest time. And there's just like these little areas, I missed that, you know, several years back. Retracing your steps. I don't know if it would have been fun to have in this or not, but I just remember going on that journey. Riding into the sun. Or along the sun. It was interesting, we could see that, whatever that was from Silithus, that structure. But as I got closer I couldn't see it now. It might have just been that the mountains had obscured it somewhat, but felt like it kind of just popped in and popped out. I believe that's the Isle of Dread before us. Wonder at what point we're going to start seeing mobs again. Find some giants that need zapping. But we're almost there, folks. That was quite the adventure. We should go over to the Isle of Dread. Don't typically approach it from this direction. You can see a lot of trees over there. There's like nothingness down there. Fatigue sets in. Flying over wouldn't be a problem. Yeah, we got a little bit of some plant life here. Feralis, the Forgotten Coast. Forgotten and abandoned. Be pretty sweet if there was some mithril around here. Yeah, it's a little bit... I would be dead, I reckon, by the time I got anywhere close to that. Maybe with some swim potions. Maybe a swim potion would I'll get there. Fairly lengthy stretch. Nice orange grasses here. We're almost there, folks. Almost there. Nice little time out of our leveling experience. But I'm glad we did it. Oh, maybe too steep. Yep. Thought I might be able to ride along that. Ever been to the Isle of Dread? In the post-cataclysm, pretty sure that area sunk. But I don't know if I did it on my paladin. I do remember going around there to have a look around, swimming down and finding the old entrance, which was still accessible. Can't remember if there's anything down there. Into the drink. It makes you wonder how far it goes, if it does have an ending. Or if it's just like that forever and always. Oh, you got a little rock over here. Little spot to do some fishing. Maybe the level's 8. 500. 500 to fish from there. Well, I hope you enjoyed this episode, folks. It's a little bit different to my other episodes. And it's all part of the game. Exploration should be a big part of MMORPGs. Oh, I can see the ground. Sort of. Kind of. Still fatiguing out there. Go, buddy, go, go, go. Good thing is that fatigue bar doesn't like just drop so quick. But you can see the ground down there. As scary as it looks. So we are set to AzerothDan. Did I have a reason to go back to AzerothDan? The mystery of Moral Grain? Well, I do have a reason to go back to Feathermoon. Stronghold, perhaps. There's no real reason. I mean, we can go and do this quest, I guess. I do gotta go to Booty Bay, though. Gotta hand that in. We gotta go to Westfall. Okay, well I think the journey has ended. Right? Yep. We made it, folks. We've officially done it. We've been there, done that. There's a mob over there. We're back in reality. Okay, so... yeah, there's something here. Moral Grain. Research. The Mystery of Moral Grain. Level 50 quest. I might go over there and grab that. See that area? It looks like it could be discovered. Well, somebody was here. Am I gonna swim straight into a giant? No. Just thinking I might as well cross over here. Provided it allows me to. Doesn't give me the fatigue thing. Well, although it does look like it goes down quite deep here. I might get hit by fatigue once I cross into that area. Might have to just swim along this edge. Well, I'm not going to show, you've seen all this before, so you don't need to see it again. I'm going to swim over there, I'm going to, and then in the next episode I'll talk to that person over there and we'll make our way wherever we got to go. And I hope you enjoyed the journey. If you did, do me a favor, hit the like button. And I'll see you in the next episode. Bye.